You're fired. The millionaire's voice echoed across the mansion's marble hallways. Servants froze. Dishes clattered. All eyes turned toward a young black maid standing near the staircase, tears welling up but refusing to fall. Her name was Maya. You embarrass me in front of my guests, the man snapped. You're done here. Leave your uniform and get out of my house. The room fell silent. Everyone knew how much Maya loved this job. She had worked here for 3 years, quietly caring for the millionaire's family like they were her own. But today, one spilled glass of wine during a dinner party had cost her everything. Without a word, Maya set down her cleaning cloth, took off her apron, and walked out the front door, her head held high. But here's the twist. By sundown, Maya would become the reason this very same man dropped to his knees, begging for forgiveness. Richard Prescott was a man used to power. He was the kind of millionaire whose very name made people straighten their backs and watch their words. He owned half the real estate downtown, chaired 3 companies, and had the kind of influence that could make or break anyone's career with a single phone call. To Richard, employees were numbers. Assets, replaceable. And that was exactly how he saw Maya, until the day everything changed. Maya was quiet, efficient, and fiercely loyal. She had worked in the Prescott mansion for 5 years, but she had done far more than just clean and cook. She kept the household running. She remembered Lily's school schedule better than Richard did. She left encouraging notes in Lily's lunchbox. She was the one who patiently sat with Lily at the kitchen table every evening, helping her with math homework when Richard was too busy closing deals over dinner meetings. But Richard never really noticed. If he did notice, he didn't show it. To him, Maya was just the maid. The trouble started on a Tuesday morning. Richard had woken up late, frustrated that the house wasn't exactly how he wanted it. The coffee was too bitter, the papers he wanted weren't on his desk, and one of his business deals had just fallen through. He stormed into the kitchen where Maya was quietly packing Lily's school lunch. Maya. His voice cracked like a whip. I told you I wanted my suit pressed and ready in my closet at 7 a.m. sharp. It's 7:30. Why do I have to ask twice for anything in this house? Maya put the last sandwich into Lily's lunchbox and turned to face him calmly. Sir, I put your suit in your closet last night. Perhaps someone moved it. But Richard wasn't in the mood for explanations. His pride was wounded, his temper boiling over. You know what? I'm tired of excuses. You're fired. Pack your things and be gone before tonight. The words hit Maya like a slap. She swallowed hard, blinking back tears. Not because of the job. She could find another, but because she loved Lily. Leaving meant abandoning the little girl who had grown attached to her, who trusted her like family. But Maya held her head high. As you wish, Mr. Prescott. She didn't argue. She didn't beg. She simply nodded, finished Lily's lunch, and walked out of the room with quiet dignity. Lily found out later that afternoon, when she came home from school and discovered Maya wasn't there. Where's Maya? She asked, her big brown eyes full of worry. She won't be working here anymore, Richard said gruffly, loosening his tie. Why? Lily's voice cracked. She didn't do anything wrong. You can't just get rid of her. Richard rubbed his temples. Sweetheart, this is an adult decision. Maya will be fine. But Lily didn't believe that. She cried herself to sleep that night, clutching the small stuffed bear Maya had given her for her last birthday. Richard noticed the silence in the house after Maya left. No soft humming while she cooked. No gentle laughter as she helped Lily with homework. No warm smell of fresh bread when he walked in. The house felt cold, like an empty museum, full of expensive furniture, but no warmth. Still, Richard told himself he had done the right thing. He had standards to uphold, and no one was above them. But fate wasn't done teaching him a lesson. The next afternoon, disaster struck. Lily had been playing in the backyard, tossing a ball for the family dog, when the gardener accidentally left the side gate open. The ball bounced out, rolling toward the busy street in front of the house. Lily, don't, the gardener called out, but it was too late. Lily darted after the ball, giggling, unaware of the danger. At that exact moment, a speeding car came roaring down the road. Everything seemed to slow down. The gardener shouted. The dog barked frantically, and Lily froze in the middle of the street, realizing the car was too close. And then, out of nowhere, Maya appeared. She had been walking past the neighborhood, suitcase in hand, heading toward the bus stop. When she saw Lily in the road, instinct took over. She dropped her bag and sprinted faster than she ever had in her life. Just as the car screeched its brakes, Maya dove, wrapping her arms around Lily and rolling both of them onto the grass just inches from the pavement. The driver jumped out, pale and shaking. "I didn't see her," he gasped, but Maya wasn't listening. She was holding Lily, whispering softly, "Sure, baby, you're okay. I've got you. You're safe." Lily clung to her, sobbing to be why then Richard had come running out of the house, panic flooding his face. He saw Lily in Maya's arms, saw the car stop just feet away, and his heart nearly stopped. She saved me, Daddy," Lily cried, pointing to Maya. Richard's knees nearly buckled. Just yesterday, he had sent this woman away, and now she had just saved his daughter's life. He dropped his knees in front of her, overcome with emotion. "Maya, I don't know what to say. You saved my little girl." Maya looked at him evenly, still cradling Lily. "I didn't do it for you, Mr. Prescott," she said softly. "I did it for Lily. She deserves to be safe, no matter what." Those words cut through him like a knife. Richard felt something stir in his chest. Shame, gratitude, regret, all at once. The next morning, Richard called an emergency meeting in the great hall of the mansion. The entire household staff gathered, curious about what was happening. Richard stood at the head of the room, his voice breaking as he spoke. "Yesterday, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I fired someone who has been more than an employee to this family. Maya, you didn't just save Lily yesterday. You saved me. You reminded me what really matters. This house isn't a business, it's a home, and you are part of it." Then, in front of everyone, Richard turned to Maya and bowed his head. "I am sorry. From this day forward, you will not only be reinstated, but your salary will be doubled, and you will have the respect you have always deserved." The room erupted in applause. Lily ran forward, hugging Maya tightly. "Please don't ever leave us again," she begged. For the first time in years, Richard truly smiled. A real smile, not the one he used in boardrooms. From that day on, Maya wasn't just the maid. She became Lily's official caretaker and Richard's most trusted advisor. Richard started eating dinner at home more often, reading bedtime stories to Lily, and even helping with her school projects. And every time he saw Maya, he remembered the day she saved his daughter and his heart. Richard never forgot the lesson she taught him. Money can buy a mansion, but it can't buy love, loyalty, or respect.